You've probably heard the phrase, trust your body 100 times before. But let's be honest, what does that even mean when you're in the middle of a contraction? Everything feels like too much, and you're suddenly questioning everything you thought you knew, because that moment is probably going to happen in your birth. Welcome to Trust Your Birth Tuesday, where we cut through the noise, we ditch the fear based nonsense we're fed about birth, and we actually get you feeling prepared and confident. I'm Coco. I'm a doula and birth coach and a mama who's had two unmedicated births. I've seen it over and over when I've been a doula. Women who've prepared, who were confident, who believed in their bodies, and then labor starts. It gets intense and they feel disconnected to everything that they practiced. One of my clients, she was doing everything right. She was doing her breathing. She had thought she had her partner and her prepared. But when active labor started, her body tensed, her thoughts spiraled, and she told me, I want to trust my body, but right now I don't even feel like I'm in it. And that's where most birth prep fails, because trust isn't having the perfect plan. It's not about hoping everything unfolds exactly to the way that you want it. It's about learning how to reconnect, how to stay present, and how to respond when things feel intense or unfamiliar. That's what we're getting in today. If this isn't your first time at Trust Your Birth Tuesday, you know how this works. I give you really good, actionable takeaways, but we're only able to scratch the surface because this is a little bite-sized video. So if you're looking for that deeper support, go ahead and scroll down and put your name on the wait list, because for those of you that are on the list, you're not only going to get early access today, you're also going to get huge discounts and exclusive bonuses. But let's jump into class today. Here is what you're going to learn: what trusting your body actually looks like in labor, even when it gets hard. A simple technique to help you stay in your body when things feel intense. And two powerful strategies to build real trust before labor even begins. Let's talk about what it means to actually trust your body in labor, because it's not about having the perfect mindset. It's not about staying calm every second. And it's definitely not about pretending everything is fine when it's not. Real trust means knowing that intensity does not mean something's wrong. It means your body can be shaking, sweating, contracting, and you still recognize this is exactly what labor is supposed to feel like right now. It means that you're allowed to have a moment of doubt and still be deeply connected to your body's power. I've seen clients burst into tears in the middle of labor, not because they were giving up, but because something deep inside of them was shifting. Their body was opening, their intensity was real. And even though it felt like a lot, they didn't run from it. They let it move through them. They surrendered. That is trust. It's not clean. It's not always quiet. It's raw. It's embodied. It's knowing I'm okay even if this feels hard. It's not just that feeling, it's a relationship, a practice conversation between you and your body, even when things feel intense. And that is what most people miss. That kind of trust doesn't just show up because it's on your birth plan. It shows up because you practice staying connected when it was hard. That's what most courses, most podcasts, most books, that's where they're going to fall short. They teach you what to expect, but they do not teach you how to stay in your body when labor doesn't follow the script. They say trust your body, but they don't show you how to build that trust before labor starts. That's why my Empower method, everything we do is about transforming that information, translating it into real embodied response. We don't just talk about what to do if labor gets intense. We actually train your nervous system to stay steady when it does. So when the contractions hit and you feel yourself starting to pull away, you don't freeze. You return. You stay connected. And that is what real preparation does, because trusting your body is not about avoiding the hard moments. It's about knowing how to meet them with presence, with tools, and a body that knows what safety feels like. And that's a different kind of birth prep than most women get. So let's talk about how you actually stay in your body when labor gets intense. Because that moment when everything starts to feel too much, That's not about mindset, that's biology. Your neocortex, the part of your brain that's responsible for logic, language, decision making, that starts to quiet. And your primal brain, the part that governs instinct, sensation, and movement, takes over, which is exactly what your body was designed to do in labor. That shift allows labor to progress naturally and smoothly. But if you don't know how to work with that shift, if no one's taught you how to stay inside your body when your thinking brain goes offline, that's when the panic starts to set in. This is where most birth prep totally misses the mark. I'm sure that you guys have all seen the ice cube trick that most doulas and midwives recommend. You know, where you hold the ice cube for like a extended period of time and you breathe through it, through that discomfort. Let me tell you how I feel about that. I am not a fan. You don't need to stimulate pain. Labor is not a performance to rehearse. It's a real labored emotional experience. And your brain doesn't learn safety through tricks. The most powerful preparation does not happen in artificial challenges. It happens in small, everyday moments. It learns repetition through real life. If you only practice breath work when you are training for labor, your body won't know how to use it when the moment actually comes. Here is what I want you to do today. Choose one calming strategy that you want to bring with you into labor, whether it's a breathing technique, a mantra, or a grounding gesture. And if you're lost, those are all tools that we go through in my course. But for now, just pick something that you know that can stick and start using it daily. Use it when real life stresses you out or emotions come up. Use your breath to calm you when you are stuck in traffic, or anchor to a phrase when you've had a tough day at work, or maybe you glance at your affirmations that you've hung up around your space when you start to go into a spiral. If you move through discomfort and stay grounded when things don't go to plan, that's how your nervous system learns, this is what I do when things feel intense. The more you teach your body to connect this action with safety, the more reliable that tool becomes when you actually need it. This is how you stop relying on theory and information and you start building that real trust. That's the kind of practice that we build on in my Empower Method birth course. We don't just talk about the tools, we integrate them into your daily life so that when labor starts, your body already knows what to do. Because when your brain starts to spin, your body needs something to come home to. And that's not just something that you think through, that's something that you train for. Let's take this one step deeper. You've already learned how to start building trust by using your tools now when real life feels overwhelming. But what makes that trust hold up in labor when it's not just stress, it's a full body intensity? Here are two things that deepen trust so that it doesn't just show up whenever it's convenient, it shows up when it actually matters. One, define what progress feels like before labor starts. In labor, your body is going to do things you've never done before. You might shake, vomit, cry, feel pressure in places that might catch you off guard. And if no one's ever told you that this is normal, it's easy to think that something's wrong. That's when women start to panic, not because something is wrong, because they didn't know it could feel like that. So here's what I want you to do. Take 5 minutes, write down what you think progress should look like in labor. Then beside it, I want you to write how you want to feel instead. Not just calm or pain-free, be grounded, capable, fluid, heard, safe. This becomes your inner map, a reference point that's based on how you want to feel, not what's happening around you. Because when labor gets wild, you won't have a checklist. And even if you do, you definitely won't have time to check it over. You have to rely on your internal cues. And those are the ones that matter the most. 2, choose responsiveness over control. You do not need to control your birth in order to feel powerful in it. You need to feel like you can respond. And this is where I see a lot of prep goes wrong. It focuses on mastering techniques, on scripting the perfect birth. But what if birth goes off script? right? Birth is unpredictable. The work is learning how to respond with flexibility without losing yourself or what you want in the process. That is the kind of flexibility we build inside my course. We walk you through real scenarios, practice adjusting in your body, not just your mind, and make sure that you know how to shift without spiraling, because that's what trust actually looks like. Not rigid planning, but responsive presence. Okay, let's take a deep breath and land this together. Today, we talked about what really means to trust your body. Not the fluffy, just believe in yourself stuff, but the real life, in the moment kind of trust that helps you stay grounded when birth feels big. We talked about how to stay connected in your body, even when your brain is spinning. We talked about how to start building that trust now in your real life, not just in birth prep mode. And we talked about how your relationship to intensity matters and how reframing that can change your whole experience. But here's what I want you to take away most of all. You don't need to earn trust in your body. You already have it inside of you. You just need the tools and the support to access it when it counts. And if you want to go deeper, if you're tired of second guessing everything and trying to figure this out alone, I want to tell you something that can really help. It's my Empower Method birth course, and it's the exact system that I use with my high-touch birth coaching clients. It helps them feel calm, confident, and truly ready for labor. And for the first time ever, I'm offering this as a self-paced course. So it's accessible to more women, not just the ones that can afford my high-touch birth coaching. It's for you if you are ready to feel prepared, not just informed, but embodied. Not just hoping it goes okay, but knowing how to lead your birth, whatever it brings. Inside, we practice everything you learned today, but on such a deeper level. Tools, scenarios, partner prep, nervous system regulation. It's the real grounded support that I wish that I had when I was first pregnant. And now I wish every woman had before their birth. Scroll down, add your name to the wait list, even if this seems like something you might be interested in, because guess what? The course is open now, but only to those on the wait list. And there is a huge discount and exclusive bonuses, but only available for the next few days. This doesn't have to feel overwhelming. You don't have to keep hoping that you're doing enough. You can prepare deeply, simply, and in a way that actually sticks. I'd love to walk with you through it because you already have everything you need. We're just going to bring it to the surface. I look forward to seeing your name on that list and you inside the course.